Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hi, this is Marcel Todia and I welcome you to a new episode of Stock Tip Daily Update. What happened today? I've been advertising it for a couple of days now. Also, the last video was called the S&P is in need for consolidation, and this is just exactly what happened yesterday or what happened today. So the S&P 500 has consolidated, has lost 1.2%, the Nasdaq has lost 1.4%, and it seems for the time being it looks like a consolidation. So of course we want just a small consolidation. We don't want a new lower low. We just want a new higher low. That means it would be best if we remain above 4,400 in the S&P 500, and in the Nasdaq, I think above 345. So this would be ideal, that we just consolidate, that we just make a small pullback for the next couple of days, 2 or 3 days, and that we are going to continue our move up next week. So this would be ideal. The main thing is we don't want the bulls to lose control here. We want the bulls to remain interested and to have the market jump to the next level. So perhaps next week or so. So I stay by what I said. The consolidation is very healthy. You don't want to move too vertical too quickly, because then you don't have any chance for a sustained rally. So a nice consolidation here, another 1 or 2 days here, and then followed by a move up is exactly what we need, with the condition that the bulls don't lose interest. And this is also what I was saying, why I was advising against opening too many new positions here, and against going all in after the markets were 5 or 6 days up. So this is the ideal situation we get here if the market is in the end going to turn back up. The IVM also looks pretty strong here, so with the condition that the IVM remains above the 20 moving average, respectively above the 202 mark, then you have the ideal conditions here. So 1, 2, 3, and by the 4th touch, then we could have a nice breakout also in the Russell. So it looks good. It still looks very good. We just have to remain in control here. The German markets also consolidated a bit more. I am afraid the German markets are going to fall below the 9-day moving average tomorrow. And that would lead to a continuation of this downtrend here in the German market. But I guess we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. Euro to US dollar actually had nothing much happened. The euro lost here how much? 0.4%, so not that crazy, and we've moved just a bit lower, but I think this trend line is still intact. So I think this might just still look like a consolidation. Theoretically, the next step would be still 1.06 here, theoretically, but we do have an ascending triangle here. It is still an ascending triangle, so if this consolidates a bit longer here, we might just see a breakout above 1.11. But I think realistically, it was not to say that we fall a bit more and we reach 1.07 or 1.06. Some action we've also seen in oil. So oil has moved a bit higher with plus 4%. For me, it's still not a breakout. For me, it's still in the consolidation phase, and I wouldn't be surprised if we test the 50 average again. So I wouldn't be that surprised at all. But I must be honest. I don't know how oil is going to develop the next few days. So in the weekly chart, oil still looks very much bullish, and if you take a look in the weekly chart, except for the very small volume we have here, this would make for a new breakout after the pullback. So I don't know. I must be honest with you. I don't know how oil is going to be traded, how oil is going to develop the next few days. But out of my experience, it's still not over, and we might just test the 50 moving average again. Gold on the other side is moving a bit sideways here. So gold is consolidating a bit more healthily than oil did, and I think in 1 or 2 weeks we are ready for the next push up, and we don't want to miss it because the potential here in gold is simply huge. So I think 260 is a realistic goal here for the next couple of months. And we definitely don't want to be left out of this movement. Silver is also, for the first time in a long while, is looking a bit healthier. So this is finally a chart with which you can begin something. So now I'm beginning to like silver also, but from the two of them, I would gladly remain with gold here. So these are the markets. It is how the markets are looking. How is my portfolio doing? So my portfolio is still very limited. I do have a long order on another stock here. I think it's ZYNGA. ZYNGA. It is activated for a week now. It's still active, but nothing happened, and now we are already 7 days in green. So I don't think anything is going to happen this week. If it is going to happen, then I don't think it has any chance of successfully breaking out. So I don't know. I've activated this for, I think it was here where I activated the ZYNGA, and I forgot about it. I've seen it in the active orders, but it's still nothing happened. So sooner or later something is going to happen. ZYNGA is moving sideways, and the lines are getting squished together here, the 50 and the 20 and the 9. So sooner or later something is going to happen, either a breakout or a pullback. We just don't know which one it is, but we do have a lot of time until the next earnings come, so we do have time for a nice move up. AMD made a not so successful breakout here, and is moving along. Is still in a pullback phase, so the story is still not over. We might see the next couple of days real good successful breakout here, or we might see a breakdown, because this kind of looks like a tweezer top. This would be a bearish sign. This would be a bearish signal, meaning there is simply too much pressure from the bear side, and we are going to test the 99.5 again, but it remains to be seen. Breakout would be very nice on Thursday. So if the breakout comes on Thursday, then the breakout would come above 119.13, and this is something I'm looking forward to. And then the stop, you can put the stop at 112. Yes, I think 112 would be a realistic stop here. So still a very low risk compared to the potential, and that's why I love the way AMD looks, but it just has to hold. Microsoft, after a couple of days in plus, also made had a bad day. 1.5% were lost today, but the chart still looks good. We have to remain above this trend line, so above the, which line is this? I think above the 20 moving average. We just have to remain above the 20 moving average, and and then the setup is still looking good, just as long as we remain above the 20 moving average. So I don't remember exactly where my stop is. I think my stop is here beneath this candle somewhere, or beneath this, perhaps beneath this candle here, 291. I can remember exactly. I have to look. And the SPY, so I am still long in the SPY with 2 options. I don't know how successful they're going to be, but I still have a couple of months in front of me, so everything is still going according to plan, at least by the looks of the current market and the current charts. Okay, this is all for this day. So for today, it's all. I'm going to continue with the third part of our video in a couple of moments now. But remember, if you did like our video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, write them down in the comment section below, and I will be quick to answer them. Also, don't forget to visit our website, stockdeep.com. There are many more setups there. You can try out for a free subscription, then you can have a taste of everything that you want. Okay, then now with the third part of our video,